Make sure to watch this video until the end. This is not just a reaction, but there is something I found out in the section about the source code of the video released by WatchMojo that will make your skin crawl. Brothers and sisters, noble ones, I haven't heard this name in a while. Seriously, WatchMojo. WatchMojo? Watch what? All right, what have they done? What have they done? Let's see.
I can't believe this name is about to leave my lips again for the second time in 2026. WatchMojo. The only time anyone's talked about WatchMojo in the last decade is when they're making fun of them or using the name as an insult. The first time this name reared its ugly head in this holy year of 2026 was when the official WatchMojo account went to the comments section of a video that was being like an essay breaking down their history and why they suck, and they decided to do battle on that in the Thunderdome down there in the comment section and just looked like absolute fools. Some furious WatchMojo enthusiast there that had access to the account went rogue and just...
Do you think it was the CEO? Do you think it's the CEO or one of the editors? Oh, do they have script writers? I don't even know how many employees they have, because to be honest, the only time when I was little history here, but the only times that I was watching WatchMojo, which of course for those who don't know for whatever reason, it's a list channel. Top 10 this, top 20 this, top 15, that kind of channel. And I remember that back in the day, I used to watch it whenever I would order McDonald's. So I would order McDonald's, I'm eating a Big Mac, and I would think, what are the best McDonald's sandwiches? And then it would be WatchMojo, right? Can I remember the voice of the lady, which was kind of pleasant to listen to, but that was it. It was the kind of TV voice, if you will. But that's it. I haven't watched them in so many years. I didn't even know they were still a thing, because WatchMojo, how long has it been out? Since 2006?
Started posting cringe, replying to it about how, like, they're the most important invention since the telephone. They redefine the YouTube format. And the day people stop talking about you is the day you truly become irrelevant or whatever. It was just a bunch of baloney. It was just straight up horseradish. So I was, of course, shooting spitballs at them as well because it was so embarrassing to even read.
Of course, I kind of like that he's got a CRT TV, a good old cathode ray tube in the background. I mean, I've got 13 in this room alone. So I'm a little bit of a CRT enthusiast, if you will. Probably need professional help by now, but I love it. It's one of the big ones as well. Very nice.
And now I'm talking about them again because they just made a deplorable video. A legitimately awful video about the top 10 YouTubers who made videos when they knew they were dying to monetize off of the tragedies. And that wasn't even low enough for them. They had to go a step beyond that, where they also put in an advertisement to their own AI music to try and pump that. And also, it seems that
I can see how that can be badly received.
WatchMojo and SoundMojo, the new one you're about to learn about, the AI slop factory, it seems like whoever's in the comment section is the same guy from the last time we made fun of this brand. I'm assuming, and based on Jack's Films research, it's actually the CEO of WatchMojo, Akshan.
The only reason why I said that at first is because usually that would be the one with the greatest ego if there isn't a direct influencer. Do you know how many followers I have, bro? Type. And since this one doesn't, because it's employees, right? It's got to be the CEO at that point.
No, that might not be his name. That's a League of Legends character. I already forgot his name. It's not important. The guy's a fucking loser. But it seems like it could be the same guy because the way he types on his personal Twitter account is the same way he typed melting down about the AI Mojo music albums that they're farting out, as well as the meltdown that the WatchMojo main account also had a month ago, where they were down there in the fucking pig pen doing battle and beclowning themselves. It seems like it actually is just the guy at the very top of the food chain. He is that much of a pathetic, whimpering little twerp.
What did he say?
For leaving that really weird villain monologue-like comment on a relatively small channel's video. From 5 days ago, 10 YouTubers who made videos when they knew they were dying. That's a hell of a thing to make a video on. I want to see if they put ads on this. Oh my God. So they monetized 10 YouTubers who made videos.
I really wish YouTubers stopped to put the F word before the word God. so I censor it every time. It's not on my channel.
When they knew they were dying.
That first thing Jack's Film shows there is the comment that reminded people that WatchMojo exists the first time you've heard that name in the last decade, and it just reminded people that they still suck major ass, like they are still fucking awful.
Okay.
But then Jack's Films apparently was alerted to a video they made 5 days ago, which is the top 10 YouTubers who made videos when they knew they were dying. And unsurprisingly, it's monetized.
So WatchMojo is already ghoulish enough to monetize a video all about dead YouTubers. The description the description is something else. I'll tell you what. Find the song Fate and Fortune from SoundMojo's Balance album here. Then a link to whatever that is.
Right.
Have you followed any of these channels? Share your memories in the comments below. And this.
Oh, yeah, no, that sounds bad. I mean, I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm not a huge fan of Jack's Films, okay? But he's right. That's engagement farming. It's slimy. I gotta agree with him.
This is the worst part. Our countdown includes Technoblade from the Minecraft community, Gaming Critic, Total Biscuit, and they include all of them for the fucking SEO search
Of
terms.
course.
WatchMojo's not.
It's the, you know what? I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna check the source code of WatchMojo. We're gonna find out a few more things. Check this out. WatchMojo. It's just that they post a lot, right? WatchMojo, top 10 YouTubers who died, unless they removed it. No, they didn't. They really don't care, do they? All right. So
and then they did the buy.
1,000 views. I'm gonna check it right now. So now first, I'm curious for the category. I always check that. What category do they use? Entertainment. Oh yeah, it is very funny, isn't it? Entertainment. But now I want to see the tags. There we go. So, what keywords did they put in the description? We have access to that. Digital media, Ed Gold, internet, Jenny Applephone, Minecraft, YouTube, but they put them all. So yeah, he's right, and I confirm it. It's in the description with the tags. Not in the description, it's in the tags of the video. Only talks Apple. Yeah, they put all of them. Yeah. So it wasn't just mentioning them in the description box. It's in the tags, each and every single one, plus YouTubers who died, bowel cancer. Oh my gosh. Wait, guys, they are using bowel cancer, colon cancer, leukemia, lung cancer. Are you joking? Terminal illness. They are using these words for the search engine. Oh, this is unbelievable, guys. Full mask off. You heard it here first. Full mask off, guys. Let me close this. I'm gonna sanitize my hands. Yep. That's that. Let's search terms. All right.
How a multiplayer game. Wishlist Mojo Party on Steam. Fuck you.
That is some certified evil shit right there. They even go as far as to have hashtag Technoblade tagged on the video.
I just showed you what they did through the source code. Now you know the actual tags, because hashtag is visible. The tags usually they're not unless you go inside the source code. They used all the different types of cancer as a search engine multiplier.
So that way they can desperately try and shove this into other people's algorithm to get it recommended to them. So they put...
How about that, Penguin?
A bunch of the YouTubers' names in the description, again, to try and help float it through the algorithm to other people to feed it to them. And it's not them just trying to farm AdSense alone. That's not nearly enough to satiate the greed of WatchMojo. They are also trying to push people to whatever that was, the Fast and the Furious soundtrack or whatever was the top link there. Another one of their products. They also advertised their multiplayer game as well after trying to boost their SEO through having Technoblade, Total Biscuit's name and all that in there.
And all the cancers.
And then right under that have, and here's our multiplayer game you guys should check out as well. It is so, unbelievably foul. Now, I still don't believe that there's any real sentient human being that considers themselves a WatchMojo fan. Like, I don't think there's a group of Mojo maniacs that's just...
But believe it or not, unless they're bots, I've seen them in the comments.
Biting at their fingernails, scratching at their neck for their next fix of WatchMojo lists, or SoundMojo AI music albums. But if there is a single soul on this planet that did actually wishlist Mojo Party, you deserve to have your Steam account removed from your grubby little paws. You shouldn't be trusted with money going forward. That game looks like complete dog shit. I took a peek at it. Holy Toledo.
I don't even want to see it.
That is some certified turbo ass right there.
We're going to fast forward a little bit into this video. It's one thing to make a video about YouTubers who made videos when they knew they were dying, which is already pretty macabre. It's another thing to monetize it. But then 10 minutes.
I don't have a problem with the monetization of such a video. With that being said, as long as the people who suffered also have some form of benefit for it, then I wouldn't have a problem necessarily with the monetization. In fact, even if you make a video like that and you decide you want to demonetize it, don't demonetize it, make the money and gift it to a charity for children, maybe someone who died with this. At that point, don't demonetize it. Never demonetize it. Never demonetize a video. Monetize it and gift the money to charity if that's what you want to do. It is 10 times better for everything.
And it's into this.
Because at that point, otherwise it sounds like, oh, well, guys, I demonetized it, your virtual signal. Look at me, I'm so good. No, monetize it and then gift it, if that's what you're going to do.
Video. They do something bizarre that I've never, ever seen before from any channel anywhere.
Shortly after, he sadly passed away, causing several video games to honor Bane's legacy.
Before we continue, check out this single from SoundMojo's album Balance. Classical music reimagined as rock, hard rock, and metal. Check out the full track and album below.
Yeah. Go ahead and let that marinate for a minute. Let's sit here and stew for a sec. They went from talking about the tragic passing of a beloved YouTuber
Awful.
immediately into power chord. Through the fire and the flame starts hitting. Guys, you gotta get your hands on this SoundMojo AI song. It's in the description right now. And it is AI, by the way. I don't think anyone's skeptical. You can probably instantly hear the AI in it, but don't worry. It is irrefutably AI. It's not even trying to hide that. But yeah, even if it wasn't AI, by the way, this is still absolutely terrible.
It is. It's out of place. That's why it makes us cringe so much. And even people with different ideas and ideologies, we still cringe at the same thing simultaneously. And that is because it's just inappropriate. That's the word. It's inappropriate. It's indecent.
So
Technoblade.
And they told me that the reason.
that's correct. Yes. In between documenting the deaths of Total Biscuit and Technoblade, WatchMojo has the gall to shoehorn a plug for their AI music channel. You did not hallucinate that. All of that is real.
I can't imagine anyone on the WatchMojo team. I'm saying that, but I think it's literally just their owner. I don't know if there's a human being left there. I think he's replaced everyone with AI. But I just can't even imagine what goes through someone's noodle to think that this is somehow a good advertisement. Like, in the middle of talking about the passing of these YouTubers, you then plug your AI music. Again, even if it wasn't AI, it wouldn't change anything if you're just like plugging your, music of
soap and stuff,
playing Smoke on the Water or whatever, and delivering the tabs for it through SoundMojo. It's still like a crazy way of trying to financially capitalize off these tragedies. Oh yeah, your grandma died, huh? Rip grandma. You can find this emote in the Fortnite store.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Song. So if you go to the description of this video, there are credits, lyrics, concept, and direction by Ashcan.
And that's the CEO.
Editor's note. I believe this person is also the CEO of WatchMojo, and I believe is the writer behind a lot of the comments we'll see in today's video. So keep that in mind. Sound architecture and music orchestration by Joe Pacheco. Video created by Derek Allen. Hey, what do you notice about that? Did you see Singer anywhere? That makes me think a robot sang this. But the comments are really interesting.
Incredible work, Ashcan. Wow. This guy's resume is nothing but home runs. He's got WatchMojo under his belt, and now SoundMojo, where he's prompting some incredible boner jams.
I mean, he probably made a lot of money over the years, but then again, money is not an excuse for being like it's not a success. I think money is a success as long as you do it right. Otherwise, you can be as rich as you want, but if you do this, then what's worth it? It's not worth it. It's like you're losing your soul, right? You're losing your soul. Make all the money in the world, you're losing your soul.
Like fate and fortune, dude. This guy's like Mozart. Also, I guarantee he has himself a little AI girlfriend. He's got himself a fucking Discord AI kitten. He is so hooked on the drug, he has fully latched onto that nipple and cannot quit the bosom. Do
you think they use AI to create the videos as well at this point? If they're so much into AI, it would explain how they post so much.
He has deluded himself into believing that this is the future. His SoundMojo music and albums, he has some crazy goals with it.
Yeah, and once those goals won't happen and everything fails, then he's going to blame it on the people. You did not understand it. It's your fault.
And meanwhile, I don't know how he even plans to start tinkering away over there and start chipping away at those goals when he spends hours of his day fighting in his own comment section.
Yeah, what a waste of time.
So this is, I feel like it's very clear, the same guy who was fighting on the WatchMojo main account, posting cringe on main, fighting over there about like, the day they stop talking is the day they do that irrelevant. And that's how you bet your bippy on it. Where he just went into this fucking gobbledygook mumbo jumbo about why WatchMojo is a pioneer and the best thing ever and still going as strong as ever, actually doing better these days than it ever has. Just pure delusion.
Here we go from SoundMojo. We are promoting this new channel.
Okay, let me see what else can we. Let me move to, there we go.
Music in ways that blend global traditions with contempt.
Clearly stated that it's AI. Now, in the case of SoundMojo here, you don't even really need that disclaimer because it is so blatantly AI. It is immediately recognizable as phony baloney garbage. But I believe there's even a YouTube rule about disclosure when it comes to AI-generated content, which that is. So it feels like that's going against YouTube policy, at least just from the old eyeball test here. But anyway, apparently their mission statement is about reinterpreting classical music, ending with
It's not anything new, by the way. I remember in the 90s there were people doing that with Beethoven and heavy metal version. It's not new. Probably in the 80s.
M-dash. It is so on the nose. It is painfully cringe. And Ashcan is down here in the trenches doing battle yet again. I believe it's Ashcan, at least. I think all the evidence points to it being that guy. I don't think there's anyone else in the WatchMojo company, period. I think it's just him. And the way that he typed with that initial blunder with the cringe that he posted is matching one-to-one with everything he's about to vomit out here in the comment section, too.
Get over your high horse, for fuck's sake. We produce content for fans, not for blowhards who go around preaching like a bunch of wankers. So do you see what I mean when I say I'm pretty sure this was written by the same guy who wrote the day no one talks you? They're calling this dude a wanker, a whiner, a blowhard.
I will never get over that cope from WatchMojo. We do this for the fans. You don't have fans, idiot. You have drooling, imbecile Neanderthals that accidentally have a WatchMojo video queue up sometimes, but not even...
I don't know, man. Neanderthals can be quite advanced, actually, when it comes to tool making and that kind of stuff and hunting tactics. So probably not Neanderthals. It's got to be something like a monocellular.
Often. Like, very rarely does a WatchMojo video even get watched by someone with actual eyeballs. So you're not making anything for the fans. You're trying to game the algorithm to get your shit to accidentally make it into someone's watch next rotation. It's a slimy tactic, but you're not doing anything for fans.
Slimy,
You don't have any. They're like that is abundantly clear.
No one said F all when with WatchMojo we lost money for 6 years and we retained humans and didn't become a content farm. Are you sure about that? You didn't become a content farm? Are we sure about that? You make like 7 videos a day.
Yeah, that is a content farm.
And one of the recent videos is top 10 YouTubers that died. you're a fucking content farm.
Of course they're a content farm. It's weird. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a content farm, by the way. Unless you do it with AI, then I'm like, meh. But if you want to farm away. But don't say you're not, though. Because that is content farming, 100%.
Own up to it. Don't pussy out of that. Don't back out of that. That's exactly what you are,
Of course,
and
yes.
nothing more. Anyways, you jealous, envious hacks.
Oh my
like
God.
to be rather selective about the criticism. You heard it here first, folks. Anyone who's critiquing WatchMojo
You're jealous.
is just a jealous, envious hack.
What's selective about it? People have been throwing tomatoes at WatchMojo for so many years. They are synonymous with garbage. They
Yeah,
are
it is garbage.
used as an insult.
But in general, top 10 channels have always been considered garbage. I guess, yeah, I mean, it's
The
pretty...
name WatchMojo is so tarnished and so embarrassing and cringe. People will have used it to insult others. It's not any selective criticism, and this is like the most universal criticism ever. When a channel like WatchMojo just starts relying entirely on generative AI to pump out garbage, they are a content farm by the very textbook definition. And who the fuck in the world would be jealous of WatchMojo at all in its current state? They get, like, if you look at their recent uploads, like 2,000 views. And they're a channel with millions and millions and millions of subscribers. So there's nothing to even be envious or jealous of.
That's incorrect. Critical. Let's be fair, because I know he's really pissed at them, and I am too. So I'm agreeing with him, but I'm all about the truth. So, unfortunately, by the way YouTube is structured right now, it works. Even if they get very low views, 2,000, how is it possible? Well, because they post 8 times a day. You see, there are people like you, critical, you post twice a day, which is a lot already. I post twice a day. It's just that you post twice a day and get a couple of million views average per upload. So yeah, you get high numbers. But they post 8 times a day. So they're posting 8 times more than you. What does that do? I'll show you. Because we gotta be realistic about what we talk about, okay? And by the way, due to this scandal, they did lose 100,000 people. Still, though, look at their estimated monthly earnings. And for anyone who says, yeah, but it says 6,000 to 100,000, it's 100,000. It's guaranteed. It's 100,000 a month. That's what they're making. And how? Because they post 240 times a month. And so it accumulates, it tallies, because they get 26 million views a month, and that's a lot of views. That's a lot of views. So I know how much money 26 million views can generate. And even if the RPN, or revenue per mil, is on the lower side, because it's entertainment, so maybe it's what, $3? Still, it's gonna make 100K a month. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Also, because to be honest, if you look at my channel, if you look at other channels, it's always the higher end. In fact, if you look at what it says on Social Blade for my channel, and you see the number, and then of course I see the real number, it's actually higher than what it shows as the maximum here. So it's not inconceivable to think that in fact they may be making more than this. But the reality is, I think it's probably quite accurate. So $2 million a year, brother, it is something that to be envious of or jealous of. I'm just trying to be real. But it doesn't excuse the arrogance, the sliminess, how arrogant someone like this is. In fact, if anything, it makes it worse, because this guy is rich and thinks he's better than this guy, meaning the WatchMojo person. He's basically the opposite of critical. Critical is rich, but he doesn't look down on you. He's someone who kept his decency and humanity. And by the way, I disagree with his politics quite a bit for what I've seen so far, but as you can see, I can respect a man who maintains humility in the presence of wealth. In fact, that's a very Christian thing to do. Whereas when it comes to the WatchMojo guy, he got rich because it's rich. $2 million a year, you're rich. So there is something to be envious of. It doesn't matter that he gets 2,000 views. It's a different way of monetization also, because there is a 33,000 videos back catalog that also contributes. So all of those videos in the back catalog, plus the 8 uploads per day, generates probably about $2 million a year. But they are fucking arrogant, and that's disgusting, and that's despicable.
They are in the shitter, and they have been for an extremely long time. Even when they blatantly try and cash grab off controversy and just lean into being evil, like with the 10 YouTubers who died, that got 15,000 views. And that is like a very controversial, awful thing that you would expect a lot of people to click on to leave angry comments about. And that's, I imagine, what they were banking on. But not even that happens to them because so little people care about WatchMojo in any capacity, even like outrageous ones.
I do think that his critical analysis skills right now are going down a little bit because his emotion, and I understand it. I agree with him. His emotion is kind of clouding his judgment a little bit. 26 million views a month, they are getting the views. And to me, this makes it worse because if they were a channel that was struggling, if they were a channel that the guy can't pay the bills anymore, and that's why he's so mad because he's got a family and he's struggling, no one watches, then in fact it would be more not justifiable because you're still being an asshole, but at least you could be like, I want to understand it a little bit. The guy is struggling. He's not struggling. He's making a lot of money. This thing is working for him. And even in that position, he still gets salty in the comments. So he has no excuse. It's in fact worse critical for WatchMojo if you analyze it correctly based on the data.
The only time people give them attention, like when I'm making fun of them or when people are making fun of them, is when they do things that are so clownish it's impossible to resist the urge to insult them for it. But even that doesn't trickle down to them receiving any like boost in views or engagement. It's just people making fun of them and insulting them. And it doesn't go beyond that for WatchMojo's brand. It is just that bad and in that horrible of a state. So this crazy notion that anyone would be jealous and that's why they're critiquing them is so outrageous. This guy needs to be institutionalized.
So SoundMojo explained. Spoilers, it's a whole lot of nothing words.
Already lost, bro. Nobody wants this shit. It's very clear.
Yeah.
Nobody wants this shit. Especially not from you, Ashcan. Definitely not from you. It's already
AI music.
lamented across the globe, but from you specifically, it's even stupider.
SoundMojo has a weird, lofty goal.
Of real artists that would love to just regurgitate your AI music demos for you, Ashcan, to make money off of, and then have an American Idol style show around that idea of just re-recording your garbage AI music demos. And then go on a tour.
Yeah.
All to line your pockets, Ashcan. I'm sure that's an easy sell to any self-respecting artist out there. I have no doubt you're in tons of fiery talks about that. It's so dumb. It's actually so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Whole thing to my attention. Also pointed out that Ashcan has made this similar typewriter metaphor on his personal Twitter account, implying that it's very likely Ashcan himself writing these comments from the SlotMojo account. I mean,
man, this guy is salty. This Ashcan guy is really salty. You got to relax a little bit, brother. It's fine. People criticize you when you are public. Okay? It happens to all of us. It happened to our dear Lord, and he was perfect, and they still hated him. So it is what it is. Once you're public and you're not there, people are gonna get mad. People are gonna be, some people unjustly, and some people justly, because maybe you fucked up. And it's just the nature of online stuff, and you just gotta relax a little bit, brother.
SoundMojo. Bait also pointed out that Ashcan uses the word wankers in his tweets, so it's probably him.
Now, I recognize that's not the most bulletproof of evidence or anything, but to me it's enough, because who else would be this passionate about fucking SlopMojo? Nobody. It would have to be someone that is directly financially incentivized to try and pretend that this brand isn't dead and buried in the ground. And there's only one.
But no, financial incentivized, again, I think you're misseeing that. It's his ego. It's not because he wants to financially save the company. They got the money. They're rich. They're wealthy. And they are the type of wealthy that thinks they're better than you. It's his ego that is broken, not his bank account. It's his ego. He's insecure. and he sees the situation and he gets mad because he's fragile.
Person, Ashcan. There is no one else that could fit that bill.
Yes.
And on his personal Twitter, he does apparently talk similarly to some of the comments we've seen here, using like the typewriter or wankers, stuff like that.
Totally him.
So I think for me, that was enough to convince me that it's probably him.
Oh my
of course,
gosh.
it's not definitive proof, but I think it likely is. There's nobody else at WatchMojo. I don't think. I really think it's just a solo project at this point from Ashcan to just pump out AI music and pump out these garbage lists, still desperately trying to fish their way
it's like
into the
15 years ago.
recommended once more. So yeah, just wanted to yap about this. WatchMojo super sucks. They are pathetically
Pretty bad.
embarrassing.
Pretty pathetic,
That's
yeah.
really about it. So yeah.
But then again, mostly because it's an entertainment format, if you will, because I think if you were trying to raise awareness, or you were like, I don't know, doing news, for instance, so these YouTubers died and this happened, and just wanted to let you know, if you do it in, I think it's the way you do it. Not that it's a taboo topic. I think some people can approach the topic, and sometimes I watch because, oh, what happened to this guy? How did he die? And particularly if they want to raise, there we go. Maybe instead of using the opportunity to raise funds towards your own plugins for your AI music of all things, maybe raising awareness to these people if, for instance, their families had done GoFundMe to support themselves after the YouTuber died. You know, that could have been, imagine, it doesn't really take, I think it's not that difficult to be very decent and find a way. You're still monetizing off of it, but I think if you do it in the right way and also at the same time you're helping, I wouldn't have necessarily a problem with the topic. But the way they did it sounds like it wasn't great. Okay, cool. Well, generally speaking, I agree with the sentiment here. Thank you for watching me and not WatchMojo. See you tomorrow. Or today, depending when I post this. Ciao. If you're enjoying this video so far, please take a moment to check out my Patreon page. With as little as a $5 support, you can help us ensure that we can continue to produce high quality and high researched content. And at the same time, you get access to polls, extra videos, unlisted streams, and much more. Thank you so much.